your news review brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. I am TOGI-YAHAYA Adelere, and with me in the studio this morning,
Ambassador Rochimi Orilo. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching WYTV.
Thank you for joining on today's show. We want to appreciate all our viewers out there. We're always staying glued to WYTV, and also our sponsor, Nokpa Herbals. Nokpa Herbals is Nokpa Herbal Mixture, Herbal Co, Herbal Tonic, Herbal Bitters, Herbal Flusher Powder, Herbal Energy Powder. Whichever you need, you can send a DM or call the number 07010108549 to place your own order. You can as well bring in your adverts. Let's make your product known to the whole world. And as well, you can be a sponsor for the show on WYTV. You know, we do it on news review. We'll bring to you news that made it to the top. We'll go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we will talk on the one we feel we should discuss about, but we will not be the only one talking. You can also drop your own comments in the comment section while we rub minds together. So on Point Newspaper this afternoon, we have NAFDAC blocking terrorist access to chemicals for explosives. Director. Nukano CP denies royal ties with BELLO. Daniel decries Southwest low enrollment in military police. PDP inaugurates Ondo campaign cancelled today. On Vanguard newspaper, we have cholera, federal government shopping for emergency vaccine. Knox kudos as Southwest governors adopt anthem for region. ASU, UI, Lautech demand return of funds deducted by federal government during strike. Labour Party only platform for Peter Obi to win election in 2027. Labour Party. Yahaya Bello, transfer my case with EFCC to Kogi. Yahaya Bello tells court. Kenya, President Ruto yields to protesters, rejects finance bill amidst violent protest. Minimum wage, Nigerian governors meet, promise reasonable results. These are the news that made it to the top today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stop. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When life breathes into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. The family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Herbal Mixture, the family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
You're welcome back from Bash commercial break. That is our sponsor, Nokpa. Health is wealth. Make sure you take care of your health properly. Very well.
Before you continue, what is the secret of your joy this morning? Because the way I'm looking at your face, since morning I've seen the way you have been so excited. So I don't know what is really going on. Please, can you tell the audience, or can you tell me, look into my eyes?
My happiness is
tell me the reason why you were so excited today.
My happiness is from within, and again, Nokpa Herbals is actually behind my smile, because I think, there was actually a heavy downpour yesterday, and it was kind of cold. So I had to take that little one.
Not only you alone, because I believe that one is not going to work for you.
You don't need to escalate it to the whole world.
Okay, no problem. You saw the excitement in the face of TOGI-YAHAYA this morning. I believe the excitement should be also passed to you. Please make sure you always take that Nokpa, because there's every downfall of rain these days, and make sure you take care of your health. Health is wealth.
Yeah. So the first one here, it says transfer my case with EFCC to Kogi. Yahaya Bello tells court.
See, let me tell you this. To cut the story short,
okay.
I don't want us to prolong, and I don't want us to stay long on this matter. Okay. What I only know is that in this country, expect the unexpected. Because anything can happen in the country, in this so-called country, Nigeria. If Yahaya Bello is coming out now to say that his case should be transferred to Kogi, why would they have the courage and the bold mind of coming out?
It is the effrontery for me.
Because the system is also corrupt. Before you get to know this case, we just die down. One thing about Nigeria is that we always have starting, but we don't have finishing.
At first, he went into hiding. Now he's coming out to tell the court that I don't have case with federal government.
Because the deadline has been set that they are going to forcefully bring him out. Because you know, I told him that the smoke and the rabbit has never been friends. Because he should not wait till when he's going to be smoked out from his hiding. Now he's coming out to say, okay, transfer my case to this. Do we still have law in this country?
Well, he's actually playing hide and seek with the federal government.
You see, I stumbled on the news where I think it was in Ekiti, while a man was jailed for stealing a pot of rice that was being cooked on the fire.
Welcome to Nigeria, my country.
Welcome to Nigeria, my country. And those that are stealing billions of naira, they just pay the little ransom and let them.
Since 2023, Emefiele has been parading the course, going in and coming out. There has not been final verdict on him. Billions of naira. Now somebody that was accused of 80 billion naira fraud is coming out boldly. It is the effrontery for me.
This country is a mess.
Former Governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, on Thursday urged the Federal High Court in Abuja to transfer his case with Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to Kogi State. Speaking through his lawyer, Adiola Adedipe, it is even a Yoruba person that is his lawyer, Bello told the court on Thursday that since he was alleged to have committed the offense when he was the governor of Kogi State, it is proper for the case to be held in the state TVC report.
So when the case is being transferred to the state,
so they can kill it up. Because you know the person sitting on seat belongs to Yahaya Bello.
It was Yahaya Bello that brought him to that seat. So when they transfer the case to the court, they can bought the judge. Both the judge and the lawyers can be bought. You see, this country, we are in total mess.
EFCC has arraigned the former governor on alleged 82 billion naira fraud before the Justice Nwete-led court. It was recalled that the former governor had on 4 occasions refused to appear in court, citing various reasons like bias against him by the anti-graft agencies. The whereabouts of the former governor have remained unknown since operatives of the anti-graft agency attempted to arrest him from his Abuja residence. It is not even that he came to court himself to say. No, he said somebody. It was his lawyer.
He just no. You know Nigeria now. He believes in if Yahaya Bello could be smuggled out or being defended of being arrested by the EFCC. Now, do you believe Yahaya Bello will come out to the court and say that his case will be?
But there's a saying of yours that says something like fears no accusation.
A clear conscience.
A clear conscience.
Fears no accusation. Automatically,
so,
let me tell you.
Definitely, if
the case is clear. You know, even the school fees of his children that was paid.
It was the
school authority refund part of the money.
When they got to know that the money was
stolen. So are you now telling me that his conscience is clear?
Definitely, his conscience is not clear. That is why he's waiting.
That is why he's waiting.
This man of Ekiti, then he knew he was guilty.
I give kudos to him.
And he brought out himself after everything.
I give kudos to him.
He even brought a crested shirt and he wrote, EFCC, here I come, with a pillow in his hand. I know I'm not going back today because I know you are going to open everything within me and I have to spill it out.
At the end of the day,
where is Ayodele Fayose now? Working freely.
He's still working freely.
So why not come out and clear your name off? Because I know if Nigeria wants to actually work on somebody, they would actually.
When Yahaya Bello was elected as the governor, I personally congratulated him being the youngest governor within the midst of the rest of the government.
I see him not like a corrupt.
No.
He highly disappointed a lot of people.
Too bad of him.
Now coming boldly to court and say transfer my case to Kogi, because you know once you get to Kogi State,
everything dies down. Everything dies down.
Minimum wage, we are still on minimum wage in Nigeria. I don't know when we are going to scale through. Now Nigerian Governor Smith promised reasonable results.
I believe good thing is going to come out because the Nigerian governors they knew what actually is going on in the country. Sir, except if they are
sorry, sir. You said you know something reasonable is going to come.
I knew. Let me give
These people that are saying they cannot pay.
Let me give it to them ahead. I believe there was a solid meeting between them.
I love the fact that you're always giving them ahead. Just like when you gave Bola Tinubu.
Yes, there was a solid meeting between them and the president of Nigeria. You see, something happened I think it was in Kenya recently.
Yeah.
When the
protest.
When the protest
22 youths died.
Based on what happened, the tax was high. At the end of the day, this set of people took to the streets.
Yeah, they went for protests.
They stood up against the police. They stood up against the military.
But 22 died out of them.
This is our country. You can't be victimizing us. We can't be intimidated in our own country. We voted for you. The reason why we voted for you was that to bring good life to the people, not to bring bad life to the people, like the one of the president, the one that they are doing in Nigeria. And despite the fact that a lot were arrested, they still took up to the street. Now, the president has vowed to pressure that the tariff hike should be.
You know how funny it was? The protest was just 2 days.
It's more than 2 days.
It's on Tuesday.
It's more than 2 days.
They started on Tuesday.
They started last week. I saw it.
The heated one started on Tuesday. And now, within that Tuesday till Thursday, 22 people died.
Everything went down.
But I love the fact that the death of these 22 people did not go in vain.
If this happened in Nigeria, do you know how many people that were killed at this?
Don't even think about it in Nigeria. Because coming out to say you want to show
the leader of Nigeria wouldn't care if 10,000s of people die while protesting.
Somebody said something this morning. He said we are too much in Nigeria.
So that is why they had to go to the extent of reducing the population.
So,
no problem.
The Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF) has assured that the ongoing negotiation between the government, private sector, and organized labor will result in better and reasonable wages. Rising from its meeting in the early hours of Thursday, the NGF, in a communique by its chairman and governor of Kwara State, Abdulrazak Abdurrahman, said they will agree to continue engaging with key stakeholders to reach a mutually agreeable solution. The national minimum wage matter has continued to generate so much debate, especially after the governors has raised the red flag over 62,000 naira offered by the federal government and organized private sector at the Trade Party Committee. The forum received a presentation from the Minister of Women Affairs on the World Bank Nigeria for Women Project Scale-Up, along with other activities of the ministry. Members noted the importance of the project and emphasized the need to implement it at the state level, as initially conceived as the states are the primary obligors of the project. The governors acknowledged the work and contributions of the Ministry of Women Affairs in promoting gender equality, empowering women, and advancing social development across Nigeria. The forum discussed the new national minimum wage. The governors agreed to continue engaging with key stakeholders to reach a mutually agreeable solution. We remain dedicated to the process and assure that better wages will result from the ongoing negotiation, the communique read. The governors also deliberated on other issues affecting the country, including the ongoing fiscal policy and tax reform. But my question is, will they agree to pay above 62,000 naira?
Let's wait and see what the pregnant night will give birth to. Can we move on?
Because I don't understand why these people are coming. Because they were the set of people that came out to say they cannot pay less.
I have always said it on my show that you should not put Nigerian matters
on your head.
On your head, so you will not die before your time.
Nobody will die before their time.
Let's move on.
So the last but not the least, this one says Daniel decries Southwest low enrollment in military.
Yes, if the former governor of Ogun State is coming out, he has actually been army right from the foundation of this country. I could remember, my father was once an ex-military personnel. Was once a military man, and when during the period of his joining in, during the period of his recruitment into the Nigerian army, it was during the Civil War. When he got to the war, he discovered that the northern part of the country had the highest number population, has the highest number than the southern part of the country. It has always been like that. Recently, you could see we stumbled on the peak on the video on the social media, why we have people in Lagos that said they came out from Ikeja local government, Etiosa local government, why they are outsiders.
And you are from Ikeja local
And they are from
government.
Ikeja local government.
How can an Hausa
They were
man
being
be from that
recruited.
local
Even
government?
there was no single Yoruba that was being recruited. They are all Hausas. Before you get to know when the issue began to escalate, then some set of people from the northern part of the country had to come out and say, can't the people live wherever they are?
All right, before we continue in that news, let's go on a short commercial break to our sponsor, Nokpa Herbals. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stopped. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
You gave me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero like Nokpa.
After Nokpa.
It is always Napa.
Nokpa for management of power. Nokpa for management of power.
Yeah, welcome back from that short commercial break. Right, before we went on that break, we were talking about Senator Gbenga Daniel, talking about the low enrollment of the Southwest youths in the military and police.
Always been the system. When you go to the military, when you go to the military parastatals, when you go to the Air Force, when you go to the Navy, you see that the northern part of the country has the highest number than the southern part of the people that comes from the southern part of the country.
A former governor of Ogun State and senator representing Ogun East, Gbenga Daniel, has described the low enrollment of youth from the Southwest in the military and the Nigerian police force. Daniel said parents must stop discouraging their children from joining the force, and so the Southwest could maximize the employment opportunities in the security agencies. The former governor, who is the chairman, Senate Committee on Navy, made the plea on Tuesday in Abeokuta at a program tagged Dialogue with Journalists, organized by the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Ogun State Council. He said, as the chairman, Senate Committee on Navy, I have seen firsthand our people's lackadaisical approach to the enlistment into the noble service. A lot of positive things are happening in Nigerian Navy daily, and I want to urge parents to stop discouraging their wards from joining the military and paramilitary services. Sir, if we want to say the truth, we know most of the youth from the southwest of Nigeria, most of them, their parents do not want them to.
Not most of them.
I'll say most of them. I have a younger brother who wants to go into military.
You may talk about you see.
That's I not say all.
All, yes.
Most.
Based on what is happening
in
the country
no, my child
yes,
cannot
you see,
go.
the reason why most of the parents, well, okay, let's look at it at this angle. When you look at the Hausas, they are not scared of death.
That is the Hausas for you.
They are not scared of death. Now, when you say most of them don't want their children to go into military. Yeah. When Goodluck Jonathan, I think Goodluck Jonathan of Buhari, was the president of this country. Okay. You remember during the period of all this Boko Haram when they were striking at the north. Yeah. Their commander that led them to the war saw Boko Haram people coming. Then he gave the order to the younger ones. Yeah. To cease fire. When you saw people being killed.
And the other was.
And they said they should cease fire. What happened? The man was chased into the hammer time. They wanted to kill him. Okay. No good weapon that was being provided for them. No ammunition that was being provided for them. Most of, you see, at times, You see our government putting money, pumping money into military.
You see
at the end of the day, the weapon they say they are going to buy they are going to buy for this set of people, for them to be able to fight Boko Haram, to fight the insurgency, the weapon will not be provided for them.
You see, most of the Nigerian people that come from the south, you see their children being in the American army.
Who will now want to open up his eyes and see
his word or child? All right, this is just a call to everyone out there. Let's work hand in hand together so that Nigeria can actually get to that promised land I want to get to. For over 60-something years now, Nigeria, but I believe Nigeria will get to that promised land. All right, I've come to the end of the show today. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our X account, on our Instagram, on our TikTok, even on our WhatsApp community. I remain my humble self, TOGI-YAHAYA Adedere. Thank you, Ambassador Oluwarotimi,
Thanks for joining me.
So, Nokpa about to say a very big thank you to you too. We'll come again on your screen tomorrow. Be good and be fine. Bye for now.